Now you say the Most High gave his word to everybody, right?
That bondage you living out right now. That bondage is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing.
Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man.
That's right.
The Lord loved us so much that in our poverty, in our hell, I will come and deliver the broken, destroyed, messed up, poor, impoverished people. I'm going to save.
Young niggas ain't tough. Young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Bashim Yah Shah Brakatah. Yahweh Shema Alatah Bashim Yah Shah to all the sisters, man. Listen, it's Captain 13,000, the card of a rhyme, checking in with the Israelite School of UPK under Commander Junior Hunt.
Power and you know we not no cowards. Oh, you on that?
Listen, man, this year's 52nd annual Passover. Hold on, I'm gonna say it one more time. This year's 52nd annual Passover under Commander Junior Hunter under the ISUPK. Couldn't do it last year. Y'all already know the Lord had his foot on our oppressor's neck.
Here in New York City, there are roughly 1,000 cases a day. Those are numbers they haven't seen since May.
Can't do it in New York this year because the Lord still got his foot on our oppressor's neck.
New York, the center of the outbreak this spring, is now teetering on another deadly explosion of the virus.
But listen to me good. This year, 52nd annual Passover, April 24th, 2021. You understand? It's gonna be in H-Town, baby.
It's gonna be at the B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
2021, ISUPK, 52nd annual Passover. All the generals gonna be there. All the heavy hitters gonna be there. The daughters of Zion gonna step out with their beautiful long dresses, you understand? Strong on deck. That One West style music on deck. 52nd annual Passover.
B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Get with it to get lost, man.
Got it out the mud, straight up out the basement. The world done made me crazy. The world done turned crazy.
You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I siding with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go.
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends. So we on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going, I'm off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back in every breath, plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. And I been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat soft. Better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dumb dogs all barked out. My hymen say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? Well, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, And Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies. And they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak, and teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece, and I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why, tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. Them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. That's right. Bring that hot flame duplicate. Loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. Them devils can't have me, bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame duplicate. Loyal to the king.
Good? Loud and clear? All right, Most High in Christ, man. This is the Israelites School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. We teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the scriptures. Tonight is the Brotherhood class hosted by me, Officer of 5000, Natazad. All right? We're going to go into the scriptures, of course, and show our brothers how Christ gave examples of brotherhood and distributed love amongst his people. All right, tonight I'm going to focus in on our topic's going to be, sinners love, the other nations, man. You understand? And that's something that's prevalent in the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. Always loving everybody but your own people. Ever since when? Before the flood, man. You understand? Adam's children fell in love with the other nations, man. Causing the Lord to put a flood upon the earth. Because we seen the daughters of men and found them beautiful, man. You understand? We seen the daughters, and it's always been that way, man. We've always gravitated towards the other nations. We always seen what they had and thought it was better. You understand? When we came out of Egypt, what was the first thing we started complaining about wanting to do? Going back to Egypt. Okay, we were finding every little excuse on what we should do. And the end result, or the end action was to resolve was to go back to Egypt. To go back into slavery, man. You understand? Like, the only way Israel, like us today, man, that we're going to make it into the kingdom is if these unbelievers, man, of the scriptures, you understand, our people are purged, man. You understand? That's how the Lord operates. Okay? He did it when? During the Exodus. Right? Not one person, with the exception of who? Joshua and who else? Who all went into the and who? Caleb. That's what you said? Yeah, Thor. And Caleb, man. Those were the only two people from Egypt that went into the promised land, man. The Lord had to purge all those people, man, because they still had the mindset of Egypt. They still had the love of, the heathen. Who else had the love of the heathen? Lot's wife, right? You understand? She couldn't give up loving that past life, man. And that's something that we need to show our people, man, not to look back, but look forward, right? You understand? Get me, Ephesians 4:14, okay? It's imperative, man, that we teach our people the truth of the Bible, man. Teach them the truth in order for them to sustain and live, okay? To give them what? Living water, man, okay? Our people are ignorant to what's expected of them. Okay, they're ignorant to the love of their people, man. They think salvation is through the oppressor, man. You appease your oppressor, and then here comes the kingdom. Okay, you got to love everybody, man. Loving everybody is for sinners. You understand? Loving everybody, not having enough love for your own people. Okay, it's just for sinners, man. And Christians, Muslims, they all glorifying that. You understand? Ephesians 4:14.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried out with every wind of doctrine.
Every wind of doctrine, man. You understand? What is every wind of doctrine? How are we tossed to and fro? We in Christianity. We in Islam. We in what are some things? We in Kemet. You understand? We Buddhists. All right? We toss to and fro. We think everything is, the way, maybe this is the meaning of life, man. Being the best Muslim that you can be, right? Read.
Oh God. By the sleight of men.
By the what?
By the sleight of men.
Read.
Come. And cunning craftiness.
Cunning craftiness. Read.
Whereby they lie and wait to deceive.
You see that, man? Every nation, man, that tries to get us to join their religion and follow their God, man, it's a form of deceit. You understand? Whoever you are up under, that's who you're worshiping. If you're worshiping a Buddhist God, how do you become the best Buddhist? You learn from the heathen, right? And you can only learn from the heathen on how to be a Buddhist. Same with Islam, right? You can never master Islam. You can only learn to be the best Muslim from an Arab. Christianity, same way. You have to go to the oppressor on how to be the best Christian possible. And in turn, you end up in servitude, man. You are always going to be on the bottom. You understand? You won't surpass the master in what he's known forever, what he's been following forever. You understand? We are in doctrines that toss us to and fro. First, we Christians. Then we find out Christianity is the worship of white people and white Jesus. And then we say, well, it's a white man's religion. And we jump into what? Islam next. You understand? We find out about Islam, and of course, and the white man's the devil, and this, that, and the other. And then you go to Mecca and you see white Muslims with you. You understand? Well, now you become subject to the Arabs now. The Arabs are going to sell you the kufi. They're going to sell you the rug. They're going to sell you the halal meat. You understand? And you become servitude up under them, man. You give them your money now. Because why? You want to be the best Muslim, and the only way you can find out on how to be the best Muslim is following your Arab overlords. Okay, same with Negroes that choose to be. It's very few out there, but the ones that want to be Buddhists. You understand? Before you know it, they watching Wu-Tang Clan and wearing karate pants. You understand? What you got? Go ahead. Finish that.
Go on, verse 15. But speaking the truth in love.
But speaking the what?
the truth in love.
Listen, man, when you are showing a brother love, man, you understand? Not only is the action that you're providing to that brother to show them love, but in a sense, you have to have some type of truth in it. You understand? You have to tell them, listen, Christmas is a lie. We shouldn't be doing that. That's going to make our God angry. You understand? Because why, man? You are saving his life at the expense of him hearing something he doesn't want to hear. You understand? He doesn't understand that by him celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, him smoking weed, him sleeping with hoes, is angering his God, and his God is going to kill him. He doesn't know that. But you do. So you tell him to act against his lust, per the scriptures. Because why? That's love, man. You listen, you don't give him $10 to let him borrow $10. Why? Because you know he's a weed head. You understand? And he needs to smoke every day at 5:30 on the dot. And he asks to borrow money, $10 from you at 5. You don't give him that money. Why? Because you love him. And you're trying not to be what? A stumbling block for that brother who's going to smoke that weed. You understand? You have truth comes with love. The implication, the action of love, man. You understand? Read.
Okay. But speaking the truth in love may grow up unto him all things.
Listen, man, the truth in love, man. Everything will be revealed to you. Eventually, you tell that brother to stop eating pork, shrimp, and lobster, he's going to get healthier. You understand? He got high blood pressure. You understand? Nose always running. He's always sick. But you explain to him that he should eat those things, and if he heeds your warning, he'll begin to see the results of heeding your warning, man. The results of taking in your knowledge that you presented to him. You understand? That's what truth is. I mean, love is, man. Truth, right? Telling them the truth, man. Christian pastors, listen, man, they're going to do whatever they can to get that dollar. You understand? They're going to do whatever is going to squeeze the last pennies from that brother, man. Okay? They're going to tell you what? Tell them smooth things, like the scriptures say, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they like to hear what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. You understand? Drop that. Get me First Maccabees, and then I'm going to dive into this. Before that, get me Ezekiel 3 and 5. You understand? We've always done that, man. And as priests, that's our job, man. To tell these our brothers and sisters not only the law, okay, but to also display that we keep the law and that it's easy to do. You understand? It's they think it's hard to not celebrate Christmas. Why? Because it's been so fused into their spirit to do so, man. Birthdays, man. God damn, man. When I see the damn happy birthdays on Facebook, you understand? Like, it disgusts me because why, man? Our people still haven't learned. You put the scriptures up all day, every day. Why you shouldn't do it? And yet and still they do it because why? They love little Timmy. They love little Tiffany. You understand? Not knowing that they're killing their children by instilling sin in them. You understand? My daughter, my daughter, she knows we don't celebrate Father's Day and all this other garbage. My daughters, we don't celebrate birthdays, Christmas, none of that, man. And listen, man, they don't think of me any different. They love me. You understand? You think because you start telling your kids that, they can't do certain things anymore that the world does, they're going to eventually hate you. Well, guess what, man? Eventually, if you instill in them integrity and values, man, they're going to forget all about that. Have more fear of the Lord than your damn child. You understand? Man, I got two of my, or at least 3 of my children who have never known birthdays. You understand? That is a blessing, man. To never know birthdays. And listen, they don't know it. They don't know birthdays. They don't know Christmas. They don't even miss it, man. You understand? I get stuff for them as I see fit. There's no sin in buying your kids gifts. There's no sin in throwing your kids a party. But don't worship your goddamn kids, man. Let your kids understand why it's important not to follow those things, man. So they can have answers, and guess what? Who knows, man? Maybe they may reach another brother or sister through dialogue someday. Well, yeah, well, I don't celebrate birthdays because, that's against the Bible. What? I don't see that in the Bible. Well, yeah, here it is right here. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Well, birthdays originate from Rome where they would allow you to be a god for the day. And, that's where your birthday originates from. If kids know the origin of things, they're more inclined to, accept your judgment. You understand? That's why it's so important for us to study and be knowledgeable on why we do and don't do things. Did you have something? Okay, no sweat. Yeah, give me 1 Maccabees 1:11, man. And that's what the other nations know. They know as long as we keep sinning, you understand, we will forever be underfoot. Do y'all ever think, like, with us, how we talk about we're the people of the Bible, we came over here in slave ships, it's all in the scriptures. Why hasn't anyone brought us on the talk show or interviewed us or, tried to rebuttal our claim? Y'all ever think about that? Anybody? You understand? Nobody. Listen, it's so easy to do. Why not just put this foolish thinking that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the children of Israel to rest and just stomp it out right there on national TV? You ever think, why haven't people done that? You understand? They quick to bring on Farrakhan on TV to see what he thinks. They quick to bring, Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes, all them what they think. Why won't they bring General Yohana in front of the nation and smash him with all their facts and data? Because, man, the nations know who we are. And let's say they don't believe the Bible, right? The white man is smart enough not to entertain it. You understand? White man don't start anything unless he knows there's a probable chance he can finish it, man. When he goes to war with these other nations, he sits down he has counsel with his generals. He says, is this a wise thing to do? Can we win? What's the benefit or the outcome before we go to war? And he receives his counsel. You understand? He hasn't gone to war with Russia yet, has he? You understand? Iran, he hasn't gone to war with them yet. But again, why take the risk of waking up black people? You understand? Hell no, I'm putting them all in front of the nation. They are the people. So what? You understand? Me putting them on and having, the general or the UPK representative speak about it is just going to wake up people even more and faster. I'd rather keep them in sin, as stated in Judith 5:20, man. You understand? That's what they want us to do. And in order to do that, they need what? Black people loving the oppressor. Black people teaching their people to be sinners, man. You understand? That's what your preacher, your your congressman, your mayor, your homosexual mayor over in what is that? Chicago? Man, it looked like that woman's finished. You understand? What's her name? Lightfoot? Mayor Lightfoot? She's done. You understand? They like that type of stuff. When they see you, when they put us out there on the forefront, we've become what? We've become the face of homosexuality. Listen, we become the face of transsexual transformation. We become the face of feminization. We're the face of that, man. When you think of a gay guy, you think of a black man acting like a black woman. Listen, even gay people, right? Like, you ever just think in your mind, man? A man, even though, so-called white man, when he's a homosexual, you can't usually tell by outward appearance, right? But goddamn, a black man, when he's a homosexual, he acts like a black woman. You understand? How come you just can't be, a homosexual man? You understand? You have to act like a black woman. You have to have that attitude and neck twisting and all that other stuff that comes along with it. Come on, man. There's something about making the face of sin, black people. Okay? It's crazy. You need to just come out with who you are. Oh, you can get this job. Just flaming, man. Especially the sisters, man. Just being diked and studied out everywhere, man. Look like a young boy, and no one tells them that that's wrong. You got that for me? Read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech.
So what?
Of a strange speech.
When we go to camp, man, we ain't going to people who don't understand our language. Read.
And of a hard language.
And of a hard language. They understand English. We speak clear. And we enunciate when we read. Right? Read.
But to the house of Israel.
But to the house of who?
But to the house of Israel.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We're going to our own people. You understand? When we go to camp, that's what we out there for. We fish for men. You understand? We need to, what? What's our goal? To achieve what? We know the Lord telling us what needs to happen before the kingdom is established. Right? He needs what? Righteousness. But in specific, what does the Lord say he needs from each tribe? 12,000, man. He needs that from each tribe so he can begin the destruction of our enemies, man. That's what we out there for. You understand? He needs 12,000 men. So that's why we out there fishing. We ain't out there for everybody else. In order to expedite the kingdom coming, we need to solidify the manpower. You understand? We need to get the priesthood going. Read.
Verse 6. Mm-hmm. Not too many people of a strange speech.
Not too many people of a strange speech. For the most part, we all speak what? English, Spanish, or French. You understand? That's where the majority of Israel is. Read.
And of an hard language.
And of a what?
And of an hard language.
Buenos dias. What does that mean?
Good morning.
What'd you say, brother?
I mean, good morning.
Good morning. That ain't hard. And you know what I'm saying? That's just one of the languages of which our people are spread out. That ain't hard at all. Do you know how to say it in Japanese or Chinese? You don't, do you? Because most of our people ain't over there anyway. You understand? That ain't their first language anyway. So we're not going to a people of a hard speech or a hard language. They understand us. Read.
Come. Mm-hmm. And of an hard language.
Mm-hmm.
Whose words thou canst understand.
They understand our words. Because why? When you say homosexual and faggot and Martin Luther King, you call him out, people turn their heads. They understand you. Read.
Come. Surely had I sent thee to them.
Surely had you sent us to them. Surely if we went to the Chinese. Surely if we went to the Germans. To the Japanese. To the Swahili speaking people. Right? Read.
Come. They would have hearkened unto thee.
They would have what?
Hearkened unto thee.
Listen, man, I'm not willing to do this experiment, but I think we all know the outcome. We go out there and say, you know what? We're changing the doctrine now. This is a new doctrine. The oppressor can be saved. You understand? We go out there and say, now Chinese can be saved. You know how our bucket would fill up with cash? If we twisted the truth. You understand? If we went to them, start telling them, listen, if we told them to stop celebrating Christmas, feel that for a minute. You know how hard it is for our people. Just think about the heathen. Listen, man, y'all need to stop doing that, man. Y'all Israelites too, in the spirit. Y'all need to, stop eating pork, shrimp, and lobster. Read.
Right. Con.
They would have what?
They would have hearkened unto.
They would have listened, man. They would have said, you know what? Maybe we should stop eating pork, shrimp, and lobster. I just noticed here, you don't get all the vitamins and minerals and they'd be breaking it down and spreading it like gospel on why we should keep these laws and listen to these brothers on the podium. Read.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces.
That's what the Lord did to us, man. When we out there at camp, you got some idiot out there that don't want to hear the law. Some idiot that out here that don't want to hear the traitors of our people. Don't want you to call them out. Man, the Lord says, make your face hard against theirs, man. You understand? That's what he says to do. Because why? We have gone to a hard, stiff-necked nation, man. You understand? That's how you should know who Israel is. That's how you should know, man. When you start telling people to keep the law statutes, listen, go to an African, set an African and an Israelite side by side, man. Start talking about the law, statutes, and commandments and keeping them. And an African gonna say, well, you know what? That is wise. I'm going to stop eating doo-doo and taking pee-pee showers. You understand? And he's gonna conform. That brother, man, come on, man. We got to love everybody. I got to love him, man. What about the white man? Can he be saved? You understand? That's where we get into. You're going to know who the Israelite is if he starts to rebuttal the truth. 9 times out of 10, listen, when somebody gravitates towards the truth, you got to test them, man. You damn near got to test them. Like, man, you might be a heathen. You've been sitting here listening to every word I said for the last hour and agreeing with me. You sure you're not an African? You sure you're not a damn Eskimo? You sure you're not a Hawaiian? What you got?
I was going to piggyback on what you said. So.
Yeah, please.
We want to love everybody else but each other.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's always our fall. Because we invest our energy and our time into the other nations, man. Once we get over that hurdle, we can start to concentrate on ourselves. That's the whole point, man. You got to put it in front of blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians' faces, man. Their love for this man is what's hindering them from obtaining the kingdom. It's what's hindering them from loving their own people, man. You understand? Like, they damn near, like, hate, they hate each other. We hate our people, man. We look at another nigga and you think you sizing him up. Like, man, I could kill that nigga if I wanted to. But you're not doing that with the white man. You understand? We all done it. Like, nigga, I'm like, a nigga that'll kill everybody in this motherfucker sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? And you in a place full of black people, full of Hispanics and Native Indians, man. Never do we ever have that type of mindset with the oppressor. Not that you should, but it's the point, man. We hate each other so much. You understand? What you got? Was that it on that?
Sorry, I got a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
And thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And as an adamant harder than flint.
Adamant harder than flint. Read.
Okay. Have made thy forehead. Fear them not.
Listen, man, we don't fear them niggas, man. You don't fear niggas that come up to the camp with a goddamn attitude because they emotional, man. You understand? Listen, you show yourself harder than them, and guess what they gonna do? They say, okay, these some real niggas. They ain't Christians, but they got a Bible. Now it makes a nigga rethink his choices of approaching the camp. You understand? Again, what are we there for? We're there to fish for men, man. You understand? And to purge the wheat, the chaff. You understand? Some seeds, what? Fell by the wayside, man. You just got to look at niggas like seeds that fell by the wayside. Seeds that fell on ground. Seeds that didn't get what? Rooted enough, man. That's how you have to look at it. Scriptures say what? Christ's sheep hear his voice, man. You understand? Everybody thinks they're, in the fold. Damn sure Christians think, listen, God ain't talking about me in Revelations. He talking about you sinners. You sinners that don't love everybody. You sinners that don't love white Jesus. He talking about y'all. Go ahead.
Kind of the one kind. I made thy forehead. Mm-hmm. Fear them not.
Mm-hmm. And that's all it is. All that is just having courage, man. You can't be a coward at camp. You understand? You can't be a coward on the spiritual battlefield. Because why, man? We wrestle not against what? I'm asking you a question. You know? If you don't know this, that's okay. What do we not wrestle against, Zarak? Flesh and blood, man. You understand? This is a spiritual battle. You trying to win niggas' souls. Okay? And then again, you're also, either you're trying to win them, or you trying to cast that demon out of here. Make him run. You understand? Especially when he can't stand up against what you're saying. Okay? When you're at camp, your goal is to fish for men. When there's someone there prohibiting you from speaking the truth, prohibiting other brothers and sisters from potentially coming in and hearing the truth, then you battle that spirit. You understand? But you have to test all the spirits. The scriptures say that, man. Test the spirit for sincerity. Test the spirit to see if they truly love or are inquiring about what's going on here. You understand? Oh, this spirit here, because he's a homosexual and he doesn't want to give it up. Now you battle. Now you tear into him about men laying with men, being effeminate, wearing that what pertains to a woman. You understand? Tear into him. Because why? Who do they want to argue with? Who they want to argue with, Quadash?
They want to argue with you.
Exactly. You know who they don't want to argue with? Scriptures. You understand? They arguing with you. Man shall not lie with man as man with mankind, as he lie with womankind. What? F you. Walk off. You understand? They want to argue with you. They want to argue with the scriptures because the scriptures confine them. You understand? They become confounded because they know they're not supposed to be wearing a goddamn dress. They know that they're not supposed to be smoking weed and cigarettes. Okay? Pork and shrimp, all that. The rap songs say what, man? Get as many holes as you can. Take that brother's woman. That's what the rap songs say, right? The rap songs say, man, listen, take his hole, take his B, all that, man. They all condition what? Our people to sin, right? That's what listen, so in essence, there is no remorse for committing sin, man. Smoke all the weed you can. You understand that purple, that perp. Okay? This world is conditioned for us to sin, man. Is that it on that? Go ahead. Is that it? Oh, okay. Come on. First Maccabees 1:11, man. Yeah. We've been conditioned to sin forever, man. I seen on the news today, it was what the hell was it? It was a sister at an airport. I should have sent it to you. A sister was at an airport, and there was this demon on this Edomite lady going off on everybody, just yelling at everybody and creating a commotion. And the police heard it. And then the Edomite started talking to the sister. She was mad because people was wearing masks. You know how Esau is. Ain't no such thing as the COVID-19. You all are stupid. You shouldn't be wearing masks. Why are you wearing a mask? And she talking to the sister. Cop sees it. Of course, you know who the cop come over. And all of a sudden, he starts to wrestle the black woman to the ground. Somebody got it on tape and everything. And everybody's telling the cop, no, you got the wrong woman. It's her. And he ain't listening to nothing they got to say. He's still proceeding to arrest her. Of course, it take Edomites to get involved to say, listen, that's the wrong woman. You want her. When he finally arrests, the so-called Edomite, hauls her off. They're, of course, suing. Most High willing, they win the case, right? But it just shows that you are under an oppressor who has absolutely no remorse for you. Y'all gonna have to see it, man. If I'm gonna make sure y'all see it before we leave tonight. But this is unbelievable, man. This continues to happen every day. You think they tone it down a little bit? Well, we ain't gonna kill, 100 niggas this week. We'll just kill 20, sort of thing, at least, right? You think he'd do that, but he just gets harder and harder. You understand? That's how he teaches. That's how the so-called, Edomite teaches you. He teaches you with more punishment, man. You understand? Listen, I got you, Quadash. I know you want to chime in on it, but that's how your oppressor teaches, and that's who you love and put over you, man. Like, he doesn't think, maybe if I increase jobs, niggas will stop stealing and robbing each other. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put more police out on the street. That's the first year. Oh, robberies and shootings hasn't gone down. You know what I'm going to do? Put more police out on the street. More, he doesn't root cause the issues. You understand? Neither does he give a damn. You understand? One nigga in jail can feed at least 5 people for a year. You understand? You go on, Salakia, if you were to go to jail, you know how many people you'd employ? You understand? That's the whole purpose. They need niggas in jail. I need somebody to be the guard that watches you day and night. I need a defense lawyer, a prosecutor, the nigga that arrested you, the judge that sent your ass to jail. I need what? A parole officer for when you get out. I need the people that take your drug test to make sure that you're clean, right? Then I need the people who you employ to keep a tether on your leg. That's 8 damn people I count off red. That's how one black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man keeps the earth employed. You understand? He needs you in jail. He needs what? Criminals, man. You understand? He needs chaos. What you got, Quadash? I know you about to drop something heavy. Quadash be dropping some heavy stuff when it comes to the white man's foot in your ass. What you got?
That's similar to like what the white man doing right now. Like he's still killing people during the coronavirus, right? Right. That's similar to Egypt. When the Lord put them plagues on the Egyptians, and his heart was hardened, and he kept oppressing.
Listen, that's heavy, Quadash. How could I forget the water priest? You think Pharaoh was supposed to say what? What was he supposed to say?
Let your Israelites go.
Come on, man. What was Pharaoh supposed to do? Listen, he was supposed to be like, you know what? I better let them go. Listen, what were we asking for? Were we asking to leave Egypt? What were we asking for?
Like so we just wanted to go praise we just wanted to go worship the Most High.
For how long?
For about 30 days, was it?
Hell no. Days. Hell no. That would have been asking for too much. We said, how long?
3 days.
3 days. We said, listen, can we get Monday, Saturday, and Sunday off, sir? Salakia. Oh, great one. He said no. You understand? He said no. What a greedy bastard, man. And listen, so now, because you won't let us get 3 days off, listen, I'm going to make mosquitoes and gnats and frogs for about a week. I'm going to let all that happen. You ain't going to be able to drink water all damn day. And it's going to be dark. All for, cause you, and listen, you think he'd be like, okay, here's the goddamn 3 days. But he didn't even do that. That's what we dealing with, man. And that's who we're trying to get, not only Israel to see what you're up under, because right now, Israel, man, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they damn near think they got it good. You know how, listen, them niggas, they think like it could be worse. It could be worse. Nigga, it's getting worse. And then on top of that, America sees, listen, they see the 10 Commandments every Easter with that Charleston Heston, that white, the so-called Jew, right? The Edomite that plays him. Don't that movie come on every damn year around Easter? It come on every year, huh? And they watch that and they say, you know what? They never think to themselves to say, you know what? Maybe we're doing the exact same thing that Pharaoh's doing. They talk about it all the time. Did you see the 10 Commandments yesterday? Did you see it? They talk about it all the time, man. Is your Ryan coming, Kodash? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, they say it all the time, and they never think once to themselves, maybe they should not do what Egypt did. Not once, man. But yet and still, they keep right on doing it, man. Keep right on destroying our people. Doing the what? The exact same thing Pharaoh did. What you got?
This is the book of Maccabees, chapter Salaki. This is the First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11.
Read.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Went out of who? Out of Israel went who?
Wicked men.
Wicked men, man. That's went out of Israel. What did these wicked men do? Read.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen.
Let us what?
Let us go make a covenant with the heathen.
These are your Martin Luther Kings, your Al Sharptons, your Farrakhan's. Let's make a deal with these heathen. Let's make a deal with the oppressor, man. You understand? Let's sit across the table. T.I. and Ice Cube. We the black leaders. We the leaders of black people now. Let's go and make let's go make, a deal with them. You understand? We'll eat their pork. We'll, bring those Planned Parenthood, buildings in here, in our neighborhoods, man. Bring them all. You understand? Crack cocaine, weed dispensaries. I don't see no damn weed dispensaries out in, Novi. I don't see them out there in Farmington Hills, in West Bloomfield. No, we're going to put them weed houses in Detroit. What you got?
So if I may, I don't mean to go on a tangent or anything.
Yeah.
But you can still see buildings from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? That are abandoned.
Yeah.
That just shows you how the white man is, that oppressor is the devil.
Listen, he has a ton of money. He could give every black person $1 million. It wouldn't hurt him. He'd go right on living. You understand? Like nothing happened. You understand? He just doesn't want you to be healed of your ailment. You understand? He doesn't want you to have one day where you're not suffering. You understand? He could make, that's why you see all these stimulus checks, how he's just giving them out like it's nothing. Listen, he can do way better than that, man. These are crumbs and peanuts. He just doesn't want black, Hispanics, and Native Indian people thriving. So, of course, when he gives you a crumb, you're going to what, man? You're going to thank him like God. All right? Read.
Good night. Who have persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
Listen, man, let's make a covenant with everybody around us. Let's make a covenant with the people that, do our nails and sell us hair, the Koreans. Let's make a covenant with the people that sell us gas, the Arabs. Let's make a covenant with, the so-called Jew that makes us, that rents us out all these terrible housing, right? These slumlords. Let's just go make deals with everybody, okay, who are not our own people. Read.
Kind on the one kind. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
See there? They don't think, well, since we've been sinning against the Lord, we've had much sorrow. Since we started eating pork, we had much sorrow. That we started celebrating holy days and birthdays, we've had much sorrow. They think what? Read that again. What's the cause of their sorrow?
For since we departed from them.
Since we departed from them, man. Since we departed from the heathen. Read.
Kind on the one kind. We have had much sorrow.
We have had much sorrow. Oh, man. Ever since we stopped dealing with the heathen, we've had sorrow. Never looking at ourselves. Never looking because we hated each other. You understand? You need help? You need him to help you? Okay, Thawad, I appreciate it. You understand? No. I need you. They can do it. Yeah? You understand? It's never occurred to our people that we're the cause of it. You understand? We think it's because we haven't been loving the other nations enough. And that's what Martin Luther King was pushing. Farrakhan, he don't want you to love the so-called white man, but damn, the Arabs, they have to be the bosses now? You understand? That's who I have to love now? It's always, man. Every time you think one of us is leading, or a so-called black leaders trying to lead us in the right direction, he's just leading us down another pitfall. You understand? We do everything but come back to the Lord. Okay? Read.
Kind on the one kind. Verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
So listen, man. Everybody's in agreement with it. You understand? That's to be the bad part. Instead of killing or not listening to these so-called leaders that convince us to sin against our God, listen, we buy into the idea like it was a damn good idea. That was, goddamn genius. You understand? Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see if we got any questions. Give me 1 second. You got any questions? Or are you too wild?
I'm too wild.
All right. You're a priest, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can chime in if you have something. Let me see this real quick. It was a damn good idea. All right, no sweat, no call. All right.
So if I may, in this time in the book of the Maccabees, we were under the Greeks.
Yeah, it's the Greeks.
Good night.
Yeah, so it's always been something that we've always done. Like anytime that we were supposed to, we were never supposed to be under heathen, man. The scriptures tell us what, man, to choose a leader of our own people. Yeah. But we always, see whoever's in power and bow to them, man. Not knowing that the Lord is control. Like, we always knew that it was like, should have been common knowledge that we know that the Lord is always in control of everything. And that's who we should have been appeasing. You understand? We'd never be wiped off the map. Because why, man? The Lord gave stipulations on, on the only ways we'd be wiped out and not consider his people anymore. Do you know those stipulations? Yeah, the scriptures say if the heathen can measure the depths of the sea, or if he could measure space, then Israel would cease to be his people. You understand what you got?
So that's very heavy what you say, sir, because they can't.
They can't. But listen, is he trying?
He's trying.
Listen, he's trying. He's going to the depths of the ocean. He's like, the ocean mile, the stone plates are about 100 and something miles deep, and he's trying. Okay. He's trying to measure the depths of the ocean. Right. You understand? They could discover what? A new fish, a new sea animal every year. Because why? They're getting deeper and deeper into the ocean. They're trying to reach the depths. Right. You understand? It's a reason why, but the Lord don't want them down there. Mm-hmm. That's why they submarines be crushing. Okay. And you understand that pressure, right? He don't want them down there. So they can't measure it. And then what? They can't measure what? Space either. You understand? It goes on forever.
Right.
But that ain't going to stop them from trying. Right. You understand? Because why? They know the scriptures, man. They know that this is a nation in which the Lord will have a hatred for them forever, man. You understand? What you got?
I was just going to say the same thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why they got stuff like the Hubble Space Telescope.
Exactly. Like, what you need that for? Everything on Earth is, you take care of Earth first, man. Right. Now they be trying to explore and all this other stuff. You understand? I need you to take care of here first, but because they're wicked and they're willing to what? They're willing to take the Lord up on that challenge.
That's how you know these scriptures are real.
Yep. That's exactly how you know, man. But it's not going to stop him from trying. You understand? The Lord put out the challenge, and Esau is looking to take it up, man. Okay. Listen, that's easier than fighting the Lord. You understand? They say all they got to do is this, and then and then it ain't no, and then we all can be saved, right?
Okay.
That's his thinking.
That pressure in the sea is way too great for any earth metal to go down too deep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They scrambling to try to do whatever they can.
Right.
Coming up with new inventions and failing every time.
Yep. Failing every time, man. You understand? Always messing up. All right. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to close the class. You got anything? All right, no sweat. With that, I'm going to pass the class over to you, Priest, for the announcements. All right. Let me see. You know what announcements are?
I think they might be at the Shalom table.
Okay, yeah. All right, Shalom, Israel.
Yeah, I might try to get some.
ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK start out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. That'll be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'asha, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we got the Passover coming up, April 24th, 2021. 2021, selected. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. With that being said, I'd like to give a courtesy speech to the teacher, Minister Israel Imajin, Majin Shabbat, Imajin, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Yajmatah, dismissed.